Hello, and at long last, we are back with Lime Wedge Loge makes NFL playoff prediction things. Playoff machine. Why do you always do that? You're terrible, and no one likes you. Reverting back to basic Windows 7. But I'm here with the current playoff picture thing machine. NFL playoff machine. That's what I was saying. 30 seconds in, and this is already going terribly well. Terribly well. Terribly well? That's whatever. There's a word for that, but I'm not a grammar major. I'm a YouTube something. I don't even know. On to NFL. That's what we're here for. We are here for me to tell you who's going to win. Watch matchup. Words escape me. They finally fixed it. It was messed up. Monday. It's after week 11. It's supposed to start. So after the Panthers game, Panthers beat the Patriots. Yay! I'm a Panthers fan. Woohoo! Please be quiet. Windows 7. I do not care about such trivial matters as my computer running slowly. I am in the middle of doing something, and I'm a minute in, and I haven't even explained how I'm going to do it. I'm going to explain which team's going to win and why, which means the team will probably lose for the opposite reason of what I said, because I'm terrible at picking things, but I enjoy it, so I do it anyway. So, woohoo! Starting it off is the Saints at the Falcons. If you've seen anything this year with the Saints and the Falcons, you'll know that the Saints are the clear favorites, and the Falcons will just be like, what? We lost? Okay. That's how it's been all season, and that's how it'll continue to be. The Steelers at the Browns. This is an interesting matchup because both teams have been playing, and basically either team could win. If the Pittsburgh Steelers are like, what? How football? How are we football? We do not know. All those Super Bowls that happened a long time ago, we forgot. Oh, please, good Lord. Please don't show me that message again. You're getting so annoying so quickly. I don't know why you do this with Bandicam. Can't you two just get along? Please, just get along. I'm getting so frustrated already. It shouldn't be doing this. It doesn't do this whenever I'm playing video games, but it does this when I'm recording a browser. You gotta love computer logic. Gotta love it. I do love Windows. It's quite amazing. Okay, pick. Steelers. They played better last year. Zero have recommended it. I must have refreshed it right as they were doing it. I really should recommend it. I love this. Okay, anyway, they're playing more consistently. They beat a better team last week, so we have to go with them. They're the better pick here. And that right now, because that division is kind of up in the air, puts all of these teams right here at 4 and 6. If Cincinnati plays bad a few more times, yeah. The Buccaneers at the Lions. As much as I want to say Buccaneers, they're playing so well. Mike Glennon, NC State. The Lions are just a better overall team, and they will probably most likely find a way to win. The next matchup is a lot more difficult. First of all, the Packers are at home, but the Vikings are playing a little bit better, and the Packers don't have Aaron Rodgers, which is a big thing in this decision, and me saying they're going to lose again. And now all the cheeseheads will be like, what? Green Bay can't lose to them? They have 3 starting quarterbacks who can't really start. Well, the Vikings are playing a little bit better. And, yeah, they'll get another win, which is shocking for me to say, and I'm already regretting it a little bit. I'm kind of very much regretting it. I'm overthinking it. Dang you cheeseheads, you got in my head. And I'm not even in Lambeau Field. I'm in North Carolina. Lambeau Field. Lambeau Field? Yes, Lambeau Field. What am I thinking? Chargers at Chiefs. Chiefs just had a very detrimental loss to the Broncos. Any talk of them being the best team in the league is, pretty much gone now because Denver, woohoo, we beat them. Not we, because, I like Peyton Manning, but, if they're playing someone else like Phillip Rivers with NC State, woohoo. If you do not stop, I'm going to stop the recording. I'm going to hit the little 2 bar and hopefully you won't show up again. Okay, it won't let me change the settings. I don't know why. It's being stupid. I know I have admin. Don't try and tell me how to fix it. I don't want to know. It'll make me feel bad, and it won't be useful at the time. It'll probably be useful. I'm just saying that. Okay, anyway, San Diego, Kansas City. 4 minutes and I still haven't made my first week's pick. This is going to be a very long video, and I don't blame you for not watching at all. If you're still watching. But if you're watching this much, you'd probably still watch the rest. Hey, I don't know. Chargers at Chiefs. Okay, Chargers at Chiefs. Get your head in the game, Loge. We're in the playoffs, not yet, but we're going there. We're going to the playoffs. Woohoo! What am I talking about? I'm not a football player. Or am I? No, I'm pretty sure I'm not. Too out of shape for it. And short. Well, not short, but not NFL tall either. Anyway, I need to shut up and make my picks. Chargers at Chiefs. I want to say Chargers because, woohoo, Chargers, woohoo! But unfortunately, the Chiefs are a better team than them, and San Diego is just too inconsistent for me to go with it. Bears at Rams. The Rams, this could be a trap game for the Bears, but McCown is playing really good. We have to go with him. Panthers at Dolphins. Oh, that's the old Dolphins logo. And when you hover over it, it's the new Dolphins logo. That's neat. Just like old Panthers logo, new, old, new, new. And then does it do the same thing with the Jaguars? Yes, old logo, new logo. But we're never going to be clicking on that. Ha ha ha. But Panthers, for obvious reasons, just a superior football team. Dolphins still do have the distractions of Incognito Martin, and plus Incognito and Martin won't be playing for them, which is also big. And the New York, whatever you want to call them, they're 1 week they're like, we are the best football team ever, we can beat New England. The next week they're like, how do I football? Geno Smith's just like, I don't know what I'm doing here. I should be serving someone at Applebee's. Don't ask me why I said Applebee's. Just because that's a restaurant and my brain thought of it. But Baltimore takes this win. And with that, right there, Pittsburgh. Yes, Pittsburgh would be in the playoffs right then. And all the Steelers fans are like, why Pittsburgh in the playoffs? How is that possible? I'm not going to question it because we have so many championships and that's how championship teams work. Don't worry. There's a long football to go. Long football. Jaguars at Texans. I want to say the Jaguars because, emotional story, but the Texans are at home and the Jaguars are still the Jaguars. So we have to go with the Texans. Maybe the Texans will make the playoff. Oh, it's possible. It's not going to happen in my prediction. Don't get too happy, fans. Oh, Titans at Raiders. Neither of these teams deserve to win. I'm just going to put that out there now. They're both 4-6, and they could both still make the playoffs. And I'm just going to click on one real quick. No. Oh, yes. See, with tiebreaker, either of these teams, whichever wins, would be in the playoffs position for the time being. But Tennessee has been playing a little bit more consistently, and Oakland, they're to Oakland. I know it's in the black hole, but I think the Titans, who were beating the Colts pretty good, will get the best of them in the end. And now on to the Colts. This is a very important game for Arizona, who really needs it to, stay in contention in the NFC, because they have a hard road to hoe, as my people say. That being said, it's no match, it's no question. Assuming the Colts come to play, if the Colts decide to take the night off, Arizona should win. But the Colts, I'm assuming that they're in playoff form. I'm assuming they're not going to just be like, what is football? Speaking of two teams that are just kind of like, what is football? How do I play? The Dallas Cowboys. One night, Tony Romo will come out, and he will, some could argue, out-duel Peyton Manning. Please stop that. You're getting very annoying. Talking to that if you clicked away and just hearing me ramble. I'm going to get so angry. I should not be raging over this. I don't rage over video games. I'm very passive aggressive, but this is getting me angry. And I'm still trying to stay calm. I'm trying to stay calm. It's about 3:30 in the morning. Gotta stay calm. Okay, Cowboys at Giants. Cowboys, like I said, playing their best. They can stick with the Broncos, one of the best teams in the league. But as of late, they've been more questionable in their playing. And the Giants, the New York Giants, lost 6 in a row, and now win 5 in a row after beating the Cowboys. They're in the Meadowlands. And I think the Giants have got something going there. Good enough to make the playoffs? Probably not, but they've got something going. Ooh, a big matchup. Denver at New England. Now, I'm tempted to say, oh, Tom Brady, New England, woo! But, as much as I love my Panthers offense, the Broncos with Peyton Manning are a little bit better than them. So, for what Carolina could do to the Patriots defense, I think Peyton Manning will be able to do it and some more. And I think the Broncos defense can hold the Patriots. I think Broncos win. which completely shuffles the playoff positions and such and such. 49ers at Redskins. I want to make this sound like it could be a good game, but unless the 49ers just forget how to go on offense again, I'm going to ignore that because I'm a bigger person than that. I am the bigger person than that. But the 49ers just got to beat the Redskins. They just got to. Okay, that week is over, isn't it? Did I pick every matchup? Yes, good. You didn't fail, Joel, even though you took 10 minutes to do it. Okay. Okay, this week. Well, next week. Week 13, whatever week it is. Whatever you want to say it is. Packers at Lions. This is where the cheeseheads won't like this. Because without Rodgers, the Lions are a better team, and I don't give the Packers a lot of chance to win. I'm going to assume Aaron Rodgers won't be back by then, and say Lions. And now the Packers are going to be like, oh, we're 6-6. How dare you? Too bad. Oakland at Dallas. These matchups are especially hard for me, especially because the fact that I'm going to look at this more. This is a lot helpful. Road record, home record. That is actually very helpful because either of these teams may just completely flop, but that home record and road record makes it a lot easier to choose. Like with teams like this, these are both a lot better at home than road, so it's an easy pick right there for the Ravens. Let's see, these two teams who are very bad in both places. Cleveland has been decent at home, and they're facing Jacksonville. So Cleveland wins. And they're only one game. Two games. One game out of the playoffs. I keep looking at current whenever I really want to look at projected. I'm bad for doing that. Titans and Colts. Titans have proved that they can hang with the Colts, but unfortunately it'll be a repeat for the Colts beating the Titans. Sorry, Titans fans. You could have had a playoff shot. Well, you still do have a shot, but that's about all it is. Only one team can make it. Da Bears and da Vikings. Home record 2-3. Did it update for my pick? I do believe it did. Yes. No. I haven't picked them to win. I was wrong. Da Bears. Now, the Dolphins at the Jets is a little bit more interesting, but I do like that home record. That home record is very appealing to me and will decide the Jets win and get that thing. I know you can't see the Eagles, unfortunately. I did the screen like that. Eagles, very bad at home, very good on the road. Arizona's not good. Neither team should win. I say the Eagles are playing just a little bit better. We'll choose them. Buccaneers at Panthers. You can't see anything at the Buccaneers. They can't win on the road. Carolina's good at home. Carolina's also a better team. Beat them earlier this year. I know my Panthers. Ooh. Well, I don't even know why I needed to look at this. Offensive rank first. 8. That's strange. And you lost. Still, not going to matter. Patriots. Now, this one is a lot harder matchup to pick. Because, two struggling teams. But I am going to go with the benefit of the home matchup. Please shut up, Windows. I'm getting very frustrated at you. You are a good computer. This should not be an issue for you. This should not be an issue for you. Okay, Rams at 49ers. The 49ers should win this one. And I see no reason to pick otherwise. Unless they just completely collapse. I know last year the Rams were like, woohoo, we're the Rams, look at us. Ooh. Unbeaten home team. Denver's only lost on the road. But I think we have shown that Denver is the better team, and home field advantage will not give the Chiefs enough of an advantage to beat the Broncos. In what I would like to call a toss-up matchup, the Bengals unbeaten at home, but on the road they are not great. Lose a game to the Chargers, make it a little bit more interesting in the AFC North. Two teams, Giants and Redskins. Terrible road record, absolutely terrible. I still think, as bad as the Redskins have been playing, they're just bad. You have to go with the Giants. You have to go with consistency. No, I didn't want to click you. I didn't want to click you. Saints aren't great on the road, and Seattle's unbeaten at home. That's what I want. Saints fans, go ahead, get mad at me. I don't care. Okay, I did that one in only 5 minutes. New record. Ooh, another terrible matchup. Terrible on the road, winless at home. Do the Jaguars get their first win at home? I think so. It really doesn't matter based on playoffs, so that matchup very much didn't matter. Oh, excellent on the road, unbeaten at home. I have to say the Colts drop one. The Colts just they can't go on that perfectly, which could come and play down the road if they get the same thing, which I think they won't. Why did they even click on that? Patriots. This one's a more interesting matchup. I know the Saints and the Panthers play each other twice this year. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give them a split. Saints win one, Panthers win one. That's how it's going to be. So whenever I get to the next matchup, that's going to be my logic behind it. Both teams win at home. Oh, home record, road record. The Jets are going to win this one. At least I say so. He could go. Geno Smith could go all, what is football again? Home record, you're terrible Eagles. Which is one reason I'm going to give it to the Lions, who I know haven't been playing the best, but come on. Interesting matchup. I think the Steelers take a home game against Miami. And Pittsburgh pulls within something reasonable. The matchup, ooh. I'm going to read. A home record for the Buccaneers is 2-4. The road record's 0-4. The Bills are terrible on the road. Buccaneers take this one, which is bad for any playoff hope the Bills thought they might have. Why am I even looking at this? It's obviously the Chiefs. Obviously. Why am I looking at you either? I don't know. Ravens, you're terrible on the road. Vikings. I shouldn't really be looking at this one either. You're perfect at home, Denver. This is slightly more interesting, but the Rams, come on, Rams. The Cardinals just are a better team right now. The Rams could give them a shot, but unfortunately, I think the Cardinals are going to win. Unfortunately, fortunately, whichever way you look at it. Oh, a terrible team on the road. This is where the streak stops. The streak stops here, ignoring that, ignoring the Windows performance thing. And what the Giants hoped to be a magical playoff run ends in disappointment. And San Diego's surprisingly right still in the playoff race. In this one, San Francisco fans can be upset with me all they want. I just don't see the 49ers beating Seattle. Seattle's getting better and better, which is scary for any team in NFC. Why am I looking at you? By this time, I'm going to just guess. I'm going to guess, take a flat out guess. Aaron Rodgers is back. Hopefully for the Packers' sake. Not for anyone else in the NFC's sake, but just for the Packers. And Stars at Bears. I know I called them the Stars. Dallas also has a hockey team called the Stars, if you didn't know. But I saw the Star and I wanted to call them the Stars, so I did. You're terrible on the road. Chicago's good at home. Sorry, Cowboys playoff chances. You may have just went down with the sinking ship. I don't know why you're a ship. You're not a Buccaneer or something. Did I pick all those? I do believe I did. Oh, I'm getting even faster. That was only like 3 minutes, maybe 4. Okay, take a breath. Take a breath. Take a breath. Sorry, San Diego. You're not beating Denver at home. Please stop popping up. Please stop popping up. I really don't like it. Okay, you're slightly decent at home. You're not good on the road. Atlanta. It's easy to say Atlanta right there. And poor Washington, you're not making the playoffs. Going out on a limb there. The Bears, decent on the road. The Browns, decent at home. For all you Cleveland flans, you're not even fans, you're flans. Da Bears. Cardinals at Titans. Now this is a more interesting matchup. Cardinals aren't great at home on the road. Titans are so-so at home. Cardinals are probably a little bit more desperate. I'm going to say that they're desperate and they get the win because of desperation. Sorry, Texans. Colts win. I still think the Saints are going to go on the road and win. I don't see any real reason to pick. I know the road record, but they're still the Patriots. And your home record, you still, there's that whole thing. In the AFC East, the Patriots are still the top dogs. 2-3 at home, 5-1 on the road. You're the road warriors, which is good for you, except you look like you're going to win the division and not get a wild card, so you're going to be at home, which is not good for you. Unless you can steal one at home. Steal one at home, huh? Oh, as much as I want to say, gee, man, whoa, make it even more interesting in the NFC East, no. The Seahawks say no. And also, I want to be like, oh, look at the Buccaneers. They're 2-4 at home. Look at how appealing that is. They're still. I give them a probably about a 20% upset chance, but still 80%. 49ers take it. 49ers. Okay, let's see. Bills and Jaguars. This one really doesn't matter at this point. But just because they have some playoff hopes, they're going to pull one out of the hat. Hat? They don't wear hats, they're Bills. Why would a buffalo wear a hat? That's just silly. But if it was a top hat and a monocle, now that would be entertaining. Quality entertainment right there. Chiefs, sorry Raiders. The Raiders? You're 4-10. You haven't won one yet under me. Oh, I'm so sorry. Panthers at home, Jets. They don't know how to play away from home. Oh. Can Romo outduel Aaron Rodgers, who I'm assuming is back at this point if you somehow missed it? I know home road, that's been a big thing here. I have to go with the Packers. And Green Bay's hanging around in the playoff race. Not really, it would take 2 losses in a row, but still, it's a nice thought for Packers fans. Bengals and Steelers. Bengals on the road, Steelers at home. Steelers with the upset. Bengals play bad on the road. They're going to play bad here, and they're just going to be like, I don't know how to play football. I don't know what the sport is. Baltimore is a terrible road team. Detroit's a good home team. Detroit, no-brainer from that point. And Detroit, look at the record. They were 9-4. You can't really argue with that. 2 10-4 wild cards right now in the NFC. Oh my. The Dolphins and the Bills. 2 teams who can't make the playoffs. Bills are decent at home. Dolphins are still struggling. Bills. Have to go with the Bills there. Like I said, not that it really matters unless you're a fan. Why am I even looking at you? The Bengals should take this one fairly easily because they're good at home. This is one of the hard ones right here. Oh, I'm going to give Kansas City the edge. I know the Colts beat them earlier, but still. Oh, you swapped places. Poor Colts. You're not going to get a bye. Doesn't look like it. Oh, you're terrible on the road, Buccaneers, so I'm going to have to give this one to the Rams. You won one. Good job, Rams. +1 internets to you. Because you know how much my internets are worth. Good home team, bad versus bad away team. Give the win to the Jets. Bad home team, not great road team. Give that one to the Bears. And the Eagles are just sitting there like, can we please just clinch a playoff spot and not let the other teams hang around? Because Dallas, I do believe Dallas, even though your road record's bad, you're going to be like, we want to make this interesting. Here's the split I was talking about earlier with the Panthers splitting one with the Saints, because the Saints got the earlier one. I want to give the Jaguars the benefit of the doubt, but you can't ever give the Jaguars the benefit of the doubt. Broncos still just being like, we're the Broncos. Well, then again, at this point, the Broncos will they'll probably play Peyton Manning for a half, and that's all they'll really need to put away the Texans. Sorry, Texans fans. And the Giants. What looks so promising now looks bad. Trying to go into Detroit, but you can't. By this point, you're 2 games ahead. They'll probably pull Russell Wilson, but can I really say Arizona? I still think a half will be enough for them to beat Arizona. Oh, the Steelers and the Packers. The Steelers, being the savvy team they are, need this game to get into the playoffs. The Packers need this game to... Will there be any hope for them? Probably not, but at the time the game's played, they probably won't know that. So they'll still outplay them because I'll pick the Packers' wholeness over the Steelers, especially in Lambeau. Especially in Lambeau. San Diego. At home versus the Raiders. Raiders terrible on the road. San Diego decent at home. Now this is an interesting one. Ravens at home have only lost 1 game. They know the playoffs. They know they need a win here. So what are the Ravens going to do? What they did last year. They're going to try and squeak in the playoffs. And then 49ers. Sorry, Falcons. You're just not there. Panthers at Falcons. Pretty safe Panthers win there. Oh boy, don't I love seeing you up there with the first round bye. Ah. Packers at Bears. The Packers would love nothing more to go into the Bears and cost them playoffs. Which is what they will do. Probably. Oh, and now what will the Bengals do? The Bengals, if they lose, this is just for show. They will fall into the vulnerable spot, and Baltimore will take the lead. But this year, Andy Dalton silences the critics and ousts the Super Bowl champions in what results in a playoff elimination matchup. The Stars with a win. Dallas takes the playoff. But these are the Road Warrior Eagles who go on the road and are a warrior and beat Dallas. Because we all know Tony Romo cannot be too good for too long. I have more faith in Nick Foles. Poor Tony Romo. You'll have to win a playoff game before you get any real respect. In another matchup that really doesn't matter, I'm just gonna say Tennessee. Not that, like I said, it really doesn't matter at that point. The Colts will be playing to get that first bye, which I think they'll get. Well, we'll see in a second. In a game the Jets so desperately need, they lose to Miami. You know why? Because they're the Jets. And here we have Detroit going into Minnesota. Detroit wants to keep that playoff spot. Detroit up there. Detroit. The Patriots, like I said, at this point they won't know that they'll be playing the same time the Colts are, so they'll put all their good guys out there. Saints will win, so everything else over there is moot. In another game that doesn't matter, Giants take one. Pittsburgh versus the Browns. Pittsburgh takes one at home, and for the moment being, Pittsburgh has the last playoff spot. The Broncos know that they have the division all wrapped up, so they really won't care. They'll put all their second string out versus the Raiders, and the Raiders should, and I underscore should, win. And the 49ers go into the Cardinals and win. The Packers have cost the Bears their playoff spot. And now Kansas City knows that they cannot advance their... Well, can you advance your placement? Let me see. No, you've lost twice to Denver. You can't. They'll go into the Chargers and they'll lose. But it will not matter. Either way. And then, in the last matchup, the Seahawks already have it all locked up. They'll put in all backups, and the Rams will win. And there is your playoff scenario for this year. It's something, just how little something could affect it. Just one loss, one win here for the Ravens. Either way, but this is what I think is going to happen. This is my official prediction. Not necessarily how I want things to go, or how things will go, but merely a lime color prediction. And boy, this was a half hour. Very long half hour. I have been talking for a half hour. I'm kind of impressed and kind of shocked. Very shocked if anyone watches this. But now I'm going to go through bonus material. Hopefully you'll stop that. And hopefully that'll be the last time on this video. But here, now, and always, the playoffs. The Steelers sneak into the playoffs to go to New England, who is a good team at home. New England holds on. Kansas City goes into the Bengals. The Bengals say, "This is our house." But Alex Smith says, "Phooey" on the 49ers. And gets his revenge against Colin Kaepernick. Not really. He's not playing the 49ers. But that's all he'll see when he's playing the Bengals. He will imagine that it's the 49ers and they'll win. Revenge. Don't ask me why, I just decided to bring that up at this moment. Over to the wild cards in the NFC. We have the 49ers with playoff experience going into the Lions. The Lions will come to play in the first half, jumping out to a quick 21-10 lead over San Francisco. But in the second half, the Lions forget how to play football, and the 49ers advance. With the Eagles and the Panthers, which are two of my favorite teams. So it saddens me that we will most likely play them in the playoffs, especially in my opinion of how the games will unfold and playoffs will happen as you see in front of you here now. The Eagles, who are road warrior teams, if they could get past the Panthers, they would be good. But they can't because the Panthers are superior. I mean, Nick Foles, Cam Newton, Panthers defense, Eagles defense. To me, it's a no-brainer. Panthers win. Both home team. Well, what am I thinking about? One home team and one away team in the AFC win. Both away teams in the NFC win, which shows the wild cards are stronger than the divisional winners. That means San Francisco goes to a divisional battle in Seattle, and the Panthers go to a divisional battle in New Orleans. Oh, Lord have mercy. I don't even know who I'm going to pick here. I hadn't thought this far ahead. And then so Kansas City goes to Denver for a rematch, and New England goes to Indianapolis. Denver is able to hand Kansas City a third straight loss. Why? Because Denver. And then New England goes into Indianapolis, where the Patriots and Colts rivalry is refueled with a new quarterback, Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck gives the Patriots fans deja vu of Peyton Manning's with a late touchdown drive to win it for the Colts, setting up a Colts at Broncos rematch from the Broncos' only real loss of the season, not counting that Oakland thing there, which they might still not lose, even with second string in. In the NFC, San Francisco travels to Seattle again, but the Seahawks are ready. The Seahawks know them, and the Seahawks show that they are the better team, which means neither Super Bowl team from last year will make it back. Then the Panthers go into New Orleans, where I am trying to still debate who's going to win. New Orleans is amazing in the Superdome, but the Panthers are a quality team. Let me check real quick up here. You can't see this. Panthers defense, third in defensive rank on 22nd in offense allowed. Where are the Saints? Saints. They are the Saints. How did I miss you? They're higher in offensive and defensive rank. Unfortunately for my Panthers, I have to pick the Saints, which will lead to 1 and 2 seeds in both divisions meeting up. And the Saints go marching in, and they lose in Seattle again. Second time in a row. A lot of rematches in these playoffs. And the Colts go into Denver, and the Colts win again. It's something. I'm picking all the same teams twice, which is really hard for the teams to do, but I believe in them. So, I am here officially predicting from this week a Seattle-Indianapolis Super Bowl. in the Super Bowl. It is two, as Dickie V would call them, college basketball reference, diaper dandies. Well, not really diaper dandies anymore, but you get my point. Really, they're youngins compared to the quarterbacks they beat. Andrew Luck, Russell Wilson, in a clash for the ages, in which Andrew Luck throws an untimely interception, and the Seahawks win the game. And your Super Bowl champion, Seattle Seahawks. At least, that's how I see it in my opinion. I thank you for watching. This has been 35 minutes of your life. If you disagree, please do so kindly. If you don't be like, well, you think the Packers are going to miss the playoffs. How dare you say my Packers are going to miss the playoffs? Or something else, even worse, like, how could you not pick the Browns to make the playoffs? The Browns is the greatest team ever. Or something like, how could you not pick Pittsburgh to win the Super Bowl? Have you seen how many Super Bowls we have? Or repeat that same argument for Dallas fans. Anyway, if you don't like my thing, you know what you can do? You can go to espn.go.com/NFL/playoffs/machine. You can record it, you can make your own video, and you can tell why your team is far superior. Which is what I tried not to do with my Panthers. Just be like, oh, well, the Panthers are my favorite, so they're going to win automatically. Whoa. Yeah. But anyway, I'm Limeway George. If you've watched this whole video, I thank you, and I'm slightly confused. Anyway, thank you, and goodbye.